Welcome back everyone to the complete Pineleaf. We are back here in the High Crag with Spalvy Dowerhand, who encouraged me to drop some supplies to Bingo Boffin, who apparently fell down into that hole. Unfortunately, we haven't heard from Bingo since, so I'm hoping he's alright. Well, Spalvy, you have any ideas on how we can find Bingo?
I feel terrible that Bingo has gotten lost on my account.
Our flight from Gabilizan was a hasty one, and I count myself fortunate that I did not stumble over the same unsteady ground as Bingo. He was not as lucky and fell a long way. There must be a deep cavern down there, and possibly an underground river or stream. I thought I heard a splashing shortly after Bingo fell, but I cannot be certain. Well, perhaps the water broke his fall, but Bingo's not exactly known for being the greatest swimmer in the world. Well, anyway, such caverns beneath the mountains can be quite extensive. Scoregrim Dowerhand ordered that a survey of such tunnels be taken, and he dispatched a number of dwarves to map the caverns of the Misty Mountains. They never returned from Goblin Town as far as I know, but if you were to find their maps, they might tell us where any tunnels that might take us to Bingo's location. I will meet you at the Southern High Pass, far to the east, after you have found any helpful maps of the underground cave system. Alright, fine. Go into Goblin Town. Oh, yippity-doo-dah. It is most fortunate that wardens get a port to Hreembarg, since that certainly made the trip to Goblin Town much easier. Well, if we discount the occasional goblin, the occasional warg, the occasional deer, you just ask Corey Olson how dangerous the deer can be. All sorts of dangerous animals all over the place. Oh, this is a nice welcoming place. Hello! Have something to cook for me? I guess not. You probably would say something like roasted hobbit, so not exactly something that would be appetizing. Hey, do you know where I can find some dwarves? And who are mapping something around? No? Oh well. Now, what are the cooks doing here? I'm just wondering. It looks like they're mining. Mining work isn't exactly something I think of giving to the cooks, unless their cooks are constantly displeasing the higher ups. I suppose that's it. Though, considering what goblins usually eat, I would hate to think what they made that would have been even more displeasing. Just saying. But we've got plenty of these guys around. I just want to make sure he doesn't interrupt me at an inopportune time. There you go. Now, let's see. Any signs of dwarves? Hey, could you tell me where I can find a dwarf? I could imagine. That's a good way to start a conversation with a goblin. Hello, could you please direct me to the nearest dwarf? That's a good little slave. Well, that's rather a strange way of putting it. Work under the master's lash. Defeated Goblin Town Lashers. Oh, there seem to be these lashers all over the place then. I'm sure that's a quest that I'll finish up before the end of the universe. But this is not the day, because we need to find dwarves and the like for Bingo Bob. Hey! For Bingo Boffin. No dwarves in this area. Well then, we will have to try the next path. How about this way? Deeper and deeper into Goblin Town. Down, down, down into Goblin Town. Oh! Now, that looks like a dwarf. This Dowerhand was slain by the goblins. I thought the Dowerhands were working with the goblins or something like that. Well, they don't have the best of allies. That's what I gotta say about that. Well, they are Dowerhands. A map of mountain tunnels. Well, maybe that'll help. Let's get out of here. And actually, I do still have that little port into the Misties. Oh great, it's snowing! Wonderful! Just what I needed. Now I just have to get through worm-infested territories to find this place in the southern high pass where Spalvey wants me to meet him. Actually, I think it's like right down where the Guaradan are located. Yippee! I don't think I've ever come up into this section before. This bit of a worm height. Maybe a good place in which to do some worm hunting at some point. Usually I go down through the valley that's next to it, where I come up below there and then climb up on the other side in order to reach Spalvey. But I am right. You can get to Spalvey from here. Yay! And I'm level 47. Yay! There we go. Now, Spalvey! Yeah, you should come up through that ramp up there. Hello there! I've got a map. I hope this helps.
I will look at this in a moment, but first I think you should know something.
Yes, that pet lynx of Bingo's. What was his name again? Willem something? Yes, this Willem followed me here at a distance, and I did not like the look in his eye. I think he blames me for his master's disappearance, and while he does have a point on that score, I am worried he is not fully understanding that I have a change of heart and want to make that right. Well, he followed me for a while and then bolted away to the southeast. Do you think he might have caught Bingo's scent? In any case, Guardane lived in the Airfolk Cliff down that way, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to him. Anyway, not before you assure him that I am a friend anyways. Wonderful. Alright, fine. I will see if I can find Willem Whisker. He'll be down this way with, I'm sure, tons and tons of these Guaradan who are all over the place. At least I won't have to worry about too many more worms. Of course, all these worms I've been killing should be help me complete the Worm Slayer deed a little bit more quickly. Because I could definitely use help on that. I don't know how I'm doing on worms these days. Worms, worms, worms in the Misty Mountains. Worm Slayer. Ooh, I only need 7 more to complete the first tier of the deed. Well, that's certainly going to be a distraction then. I mean, really? Who knows? Maybe I could finish that today. I only need 6 more. Of course, in this area, I need to worry about these Guaradan more. Guaradan. Maybe I should pronounce it properly. It will help. Defeat Wolfborn. 3 of 8. And the Windmasters. The Windmasters are always the tough ones, if I remember correctly, in this quest. Finding them is part of the trick. I have to go pretty deep into their territory in order to finish this up. Let's try that. And if worse comes to worse, I can also always summon Flax because Hobbit presents! Give me little soldier summoning things. But I think I can do this quite well enough. Ooh, a basket, a tisket, a tasket. And I also need to take care of that little quest there. So where I find Windborn? Oh, there's a Windmaster right there. There you go, and now a Windmaster? Ha, gotcha! Missed me, didn't you? Or failed to see, or whatever. Let's have this way, because we're going to encounter many more of these before we get to Willem. And a few more of these, too. Now let's just see if I could figure out the directions properly. I see Willem Whisker over there, and I also need to kill this guy Jaka. Well, I have to see if he has an antidote on him for a dwarf, but I'm sure Jaka is going to be reluctant to give me the antidote without some pointed remarks. Alright. Well, found the Ice Fang antidote. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Oh, well, except that I've got him. Right. I managed to get all the wolfmen I needed. Need a few more baskets, but I'll have to get those later because right now... Hello, Willem! Willem Whisker whines at you plaintively, and you can see clearly his frustration of Bingo's absence, and that his search of Erfolch Cliff proved fruitless. You assure him that he has not abandoned the hobbit, and he snuffles in response, unconvinced. All right, fine. You speak quiet words to the Link, telling him that it will take your efforts, Spalvy's efforts, and, most of all, Willem's efforts to find Bingo once again. The Link snorts, but then gradually flicks his ears in assent. Now I should return to Spalvy. Alright, good. He grudgingly agrees not to harm Spalvy. For now. Oh, always a for now in there. Oh, there's another one of these baskets. Good. I just have one more to find. Here they are, and they're not fighting each other at the moment. That's good news. Let's see. Does he have any new scratches on him? How are you feeling, Spalvy?
I have studied this map, and I have both good news and bad.
Yes. Well, you see, you found Bingo's pet lynx, and he has returned in peace, but why does he bear his sharp fangs at him? Well, maybe you should stop calling him Bingo's pet. He's more of a friend of Bingo's than a pet. Well, yes, I suppose that must be so, Pineleaf, for otherwise he would be long gone by now. But look at this map you brought to me. I'm afraid I have good and bad news. Yeah, what's that? The good news is... well, let me deal with this wolf first, then we can hear the good news. Or is the bad news that it's infested with wolves? No, the good news is that according to this map, the underground river runs beneath the mountains and seems to travel a long distance south. It could be that Bingo was carried to the current safely. The bad news is, I think we should travel to the Longbeard camp of the Western Bruinen source area of the Misty Mountains for the bad news. I will stay outside the camp proper, of course. Do not tell them that I'm a dour hand, for I fear my reception would be quite poor in that case. Right, fine. I will. the bad news requires us to go there. Well, then, first let me deliver some bad news to the worms here. Because I'm down to 2 of them. And I figure we need to finish this deed today, right? We can't just put it off till another time or anything like that. We want to deal with deed, take care of deeds many at a time, right? There you go. Completed Worm Slayer. Now, let's get back to camp. But as I have to travel through Hrimbark anyway,
What do you want?
apply a Ice Fang antidote to Thorgest. Okay, I guess I can do that. I might as well help to cure Thorgest. There you go. Try this as an antidote.
Woe betide me.
What are these? I do not know what to make of them. I have no lord to aid me. If you have not found some way to cure me among these belongings, then my last hope is gone. Forgive me. I have no strength left. I must sleep. Actually, that was wrong with. Actually, Thorgrim's last hope is the one I wanted for the antidote.
I am beset by misery.
What is this? Are you trying to poison me further? It's horrible. Let me die rather than drink another drop of it. No, let me be. Oh, well, maybe that wasn't the antidote. Well, we could at least take the shield. Gah! You have poisoned me yet further, fool! Oh, wait. I think it's working. I can feel my toes again. By the beards of my forefathers, the taste was worse than the poison. Could you fetch a poor dwarf an ale to wash that down? Got to be a ale around here somewhere, right?
Woe betide me.
Thank you, Pineleaf. You must have taken a great burden off my mind. What with all this happening lately? Did you happen to see my brother Thorkill while you were wandering around? No? Oh, that's right. He's dead, isn't he? Sorry, I'm not in the right in my head. I don't feel too good. Well, you should be feeling better soon after the antidote you drank. Well then. Well, that takes care of them. Now to Spalvey. Now, what's this bad news you're talking about?
You must be wondering why I wanted to come to this Longbeard camp.
Well, I told you the good news that Bingo may have survived his fall and been swept upon the current to an underground river. But here's the bad news. If the river runs south for as far as this map would indicate, he may have been carried into the depths of the ancient kingdom of Khazad-dûm. If that is so, we may need to seek the advice of the Longbeards, for I have heard whispers that they may be seeking to gain entrance to that place. Khazad-dûm. Oh, goody. Wonderful. Of course, that's what we're going to start looking for next week. But for today, and for our next episode, we are going to be heading back to Angmar and back to the epic storyline when we return for the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.